Next hand is underway here.
I'm pretty sure I would have.
It's probably pretty good for you.
6 to call.
That's true. If
Big
Sontheimer
two
had raised, he would have only lost more that
3
hand.
folds.
King 8 suited still gets called. We are taking off those red chips as I
Four raises. 14,000.
on to Mike Watson. He's going to raise with Queen 9 suited.
Seat 5 folds. Seat 6 folds. 14 to call.
We started
Seat
today
7
with
to
7
call.
players. We are down to the final 6.
They are good.
Top 3 get paid.
2 players. Check
Queen
it
9
out.
versus Queen 10 here. Queen 10 flops
Seat
top
7
pair.
checks.
Mike Watson with just some backdoor draws.
Seat 4 bets 15,000.
And obviously David Peters going nowhere here with top pair Queen kicker.
If you want, I can go.
You must be debating between raising and just calling.
10 seconds.
On this kind of dry, uncoordinated flop, perhaps he's considering going with this hand.
Seat
Just
7
check raise, not
calls.
folding. Nope, he's going to just call here. And Mike looking for an 8. Ooh, what a turn
Seat
card
7
for Mike
checks.
Watson. That's got to be the best card in the deck for Mike. Mike now with a whole lot of outs. Could hit a king, an 8, a spade. And you would think this would be a kind of card that Mike would bet. Perhaps to pressure off a 7 or an ace high. Maybe like a pocket 4s kind of a hand.
Seat 4 bets 45,000.
And that's a big bet, 45,000. I guess like 2/3 pot. Average stack right now 300,000. And so now David Peters has a tough decision to make. He only has 150. So calling is a little awkward. If you check calls, there's 160 in the pot. He has 100 left. Looks like David Peters does suspect he has the best hand.
Calls.
And David does call here. And we've got a pretty big pot heading to the river, which is a king. Mike Watson,
Seat
river
7
is a
checks.
straight. The only good news here for David Peters is that the king is going to be a scary card. And so when Mike Watson blasts this river, David Peters might be able to get away from it.
Ten seconds.
So Mike Watson obviously betting here with the second nuts on the river. The question is how much. David Peters has...
Seat 4 is all in.
Mike decides to move all in here. And David's not going to be happy about it. Can he figure this out? So Mike bets about 110,000. David Peters is getting like 2.5, maybe a little better than that, to 1. So he has to be right here about 28-ish% of the time to break even, if to make this call. And this is a tough spot. We lose to 9-8, Queen 9, of course, Ace Queen. This is probably a time he's going to use one of his time bank chips. This is a tough decision. King Queen, King Jack, sets. What are the hands we beat that are bluffs? We beat like Ace 9 of spades, Ace 8 of spades.
Yeah, it's fine. We're gonna
Automatically
we're
goes
giving
in.
yeah.
I thought it automatically went in anyway. Do you have to throw it in?
You'd have to at least say
Oh.
actually didn't want to use it.
Yeah, the rule is you have
But I
to
guess we're gonna
you have to
try
at
and,
least
like,
say
reasonable
time.
about it today, yeah.
I guess not exactly a nice way to win a pot. Is it?
So David Peters does use one of his time bank chips. And this is a tough spot for him. I mean, obviously we can see he's supposed to fold here. 25 seconds on the clock. Nice shot of the clock right there. Good work, production team. So so David's only got about 20 seconds left here. He's just trying to figure out, is there any way Mike can be just bluffing? And with what hands can he be bluffing with? Like ace-9, ace-8? Turning a 7 into a bluff?
Call. So I told me 10 ball.
Is that a call? It is a call.
Open it, yeah. Call.
David Peters is out of this tournament.
Open them, yeah.
David Peters thinks about it and calls it off. These players have a lot of history. David Peters, one of the best. Gets that hand wrong, though. Thought Mike Watson was just bullying him on the river, but he was not. And we're going to lose David Peters, one of the most accomplished players in poker, and never mind at this final table. We're going to lose him in 6th place.
Mike raised the cutoff. I defended Queen 10. It came 10-7-3. I check called. Turn was a jack. I check called again. River was a king. I checked. He shoved. There's about 160 out there. I had 110 left. And yeah, I thought there was enough like ace-9, ace-8, ace-x of spade type hands that he would always 3-barrel all in, and eventually called, and he had the queen 9, so he rivered it straight on me. But yeah, it was a tough spot, but maybe could have folded, but not a very good run out. Not a good trip. I played well. I liked what I've been playing, so not a whole lot went my way this trip or this tournament, I guess. But yeah, I mean, this is a tough field, a lot of great players, so I mean, it's always nice to battle with these guys, win or lose.